Hi guys, Matt V's Movies back from another video, and today another chat video. Are we addicted to buying physical media? Yeah, I've been sort of mulling this around in my head, and let's discuss it today on the channel. So welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, my name is Matt, and this channel is all about movies, TV, collecting physical media, limited editions, special editions, 4K, Blu-ray, DVD, some VHS. So yeah, today's subject, are we addicted to buying physical media? It's a difficult one, isn't it? Do we actually feel the need to buy physical media every month? Could you stop buying physical media for 1 month? I've been kind of thinking about doing that, maybe trying to set myself a challenge not to buy physical media for 1 whole month. Been a few times this year that I've tried to do that, but there's always a temptation there, isn't there? Now, where does that temptation come from? I think it comes from looking on sites like eBay, Vinted, sales. We're bombarded with sales, often from HMV, Rare Waves, offering 10% discounts, buy one get one free, 2 for 30, 2 for 40, 3 for 50. There's such a lot of temptation, isn't there, with these sites. Zavvi sometimes do flash deals. Now, I don't tend to use Zavvi myself, but I know fellow collectors that do use Zavvi quite regularly. I do know that they sort of charge delivery unless you've got their red carpet membership, which I'm not really interested in because I don't buy enough from them. But I do gather that, if you've got that membership, you pay X amount per year and you get a free delivery. So if you're buying a lot of items on there, especially the Zavvi exclusives, which we don't get as much as we used to with them. Certainly they lost the Disney stuff, didn't they? The Marvel exclusives, but yeah. I think the trouble is there's so much temptation, isn't there, with physical media? And with the market very much moving towards a collector's market, month on month, week on week, year on year, we're getting more and more collector's editions being announced. There's always that temptation for you to think, oh, I like the look of that, I'll pre-order it. But there's also that spare of the moment thing where you just browsing on eBay, maybe you're bored, you've not got much to do on a particular day, or you're just curious, and being a collector, you look on eBay or Vinted. I'm guilty of this. I do a lot of my shopping on eBay, and always doing sort of searches, and sometimes I do come across some good deals. But then there's the sort of buyer's remorse after buying something. You think, well, should I have really got that? Can I afford it this month? Now, generally for me, the financial side of things, I'm pretty disciplined. I never go over budget per month. Have a certain amount of money that is disposable money. And I tend not to go into how much I spend on the channel because I don't think I need to. That's my own personal decision, and it's just the way I roll. I know others do sort of mention about how much money they're spending. And that's absolutely fine. I think almost sometimes maybe we try to justify it to ourselves, self sort of certification of it, I guess. But ultimately, it's people's choice on how much they collect. But I do wonder whether is there almost a bit of an addiction to it. Um, Being a collector, you are sort of attracted to these collector's editions, limited editions, special editions, steelbooks. These things are marketed very well, some better than others. Sometimes um, certain designs put me off. Um, Sometimes I'll look at a steelbook release and think, oh, I don't really like the look of that. I'd actually prefer the standard edition. But then there's other releases which really kind of capture you and you think, wow, yeah, I'd really like to own that. My mindset is trying to change a bit, and I'm trying to sort of hold off on buying films at new release. Um, yeah, okay, the fear of missing out does kick in, but as we all know, a lot of this stuff will be available further down the line, pre-owned, and you can pick it up in various places. I tend to look at eBay for pre-owned, but with CEX you can find um, certainly standard editions at very reasonable prices. With the collector's editions and the steelbooks, I think you do have to go into store to check the condition of them because their online portal is still very sort of geared up for just standard release. I think CX would benefit from sort of uploading pictures to their site. Each individual store could have like pictures, but I guess that would take time, resources. Um, yeah, maybe it's not possible, but I think I've said before on here, maybe a grading system might be a good idea. You know, good, very good, excellent. But again, I guess that's dependent on the staff that are putting the items on the website. Generally, that's why I quite like eBay, because if you get a good seller, they will put the condition of the releases, multiple photographs, and I do believe I think you can put up to about 24 photographs now. So a good seller, possibly a collector, will try to show all various angles, condition of said edition, for you to make an informed choice. Also, um, you know, companies like HMV, Zavvi, Rare Waves, etc. They will always try and pull you in with sort of really good deals. And like I said before, you know, the two for 30, two for 40, occasionally buy one, get one free, 10% off, flash deal, all this sort of stuff. And as we go throughout the year, we get different sales. We get summer sales, spring sales, Easter. We're coming up to a big one, which is going to be hitting in November, which is generally the Black Friday. Um, Generally, that was reserved some years ago for the US market, but UK has kind of adopted this as well. We generally used to have the January sales in the UK, which would start on Boxing Day here in the UK, but now actually because of online, they actually start pretty much on Christmas Eve. So that's another time that retailers will try to get our money by offering great discounted deals. But we're tending to find now that a lot of this discounting will happen in the weeks leading up to Black Friday. Don't always be pulled in with Black Friday because some of the deals that you may see on Black Friday have actually been cheaper previously. So, but generally around this time, as we approach the Christmas period, the holiday period, you know, retailers are wanting to get our cash from us by trying to, you know, produce great deals for us collectors. And I guess we have the maybe an addictive part of us. Some may not agree with that. Some may, you know, see themselves, no, I'm not addicted to it. But I don't know. Sometimes I try to think that I am not, and other times I think there is a part of me that is still, you know, yearning to get certain editions. As I've gone through my collecting journey, I do find that I've trying to be a bit more cautious now. Space being an issue, I mentioned this before, you know, I don't have a lot of space, but I still tend to find myself going onto eBay and still picking up the odd nice item. So yeah, maybe there is still a little bit of this sort of addictive collecting mentality. But yeah, I just wanted to sort of chat about this. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts down in the comments. Do you think you're addicted to collecting, or could you stop tomorrow and not collect for a whole month, 2 months, 6 months, or could you stop completely? Yeah, I'd be interested to hear your thoughts down below. If you're new here and you like these sorts of chats, why not consider subscribing to the channel? It's absolutely free to do so. There's no charge. So click the subscribe button down below. Come and join the channel. I've got a wealth of playlists. I have chat videos on the channel, all about subjects to do with physical media. I also show special editions, collector's editions, even standard editions of all the formats. And yeah, be really great if you could join the channel. Helps me out. Please leave a thumbs up as well, for both you existing subscribers and new subscribers. See you next time.